sports in the National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then
play fake. It's Rodgers. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Roquan Smith, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. The master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. That is a Dafe Owe. In for the sack, and that's a baker's dozen. 13 for the year. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you can really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
That run on 1st down lost a couple, so it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes. That is T.J. Watt, as he's done so often this season. It's another sack, and he is up to 15 now on the year. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Good for a Steelers.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Metcalf makes the grab again. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
4 yards.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 43.
From the 43, here's second down and 9.
Up second and 9.
And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and
Rodgers.
7.
Throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers first
Here's a
down.
run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7. Ravens nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Second down, Jackson will try and set up the screen to Hill. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and 4.
Throwing Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down.
For a Baltimore first down. A gain of 15. First down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Second and 10.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith. He's able able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson looking to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. From the gun, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. To throw, it's Rodgers. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdown score. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Whoa! And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 22 yards.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this up to the 44. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's Rodgers. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
BK on the stop. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
37-yard line.
It is 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
53-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Open man is Tylan Wallace. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. To the air one more time with Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Second down, Jackson. Out to his right. Uh-oh. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt.
First down.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Ravens will level the score at 10 apiece.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
The Steelers
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It all comes down to this. Week 18, all the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This'll wind up a touchdown. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
and 10. Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 7. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Tackle made right at midfield. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
He'll try and run for this with Henry.
Henry. A gain of 6. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 24 now, here's second and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. It'll be a short pickup. Down to the 22. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
19 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Henry. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to second and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Third and goal for Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens make the lead through. It is 17-13.
Steelers 13.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. We'll see how much usage they want to give him here in Week 18. But he is the NFL's leader in receiving yards among running backs. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. He finds Austin with the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll only get down to around the 42. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now 3rd and 8.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that ball incomplete.
Rodgers' pass incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly
that one. Take it in. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 4th TD grab of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, It might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
They'll run it with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by Darius Slay.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 59 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Steelers, 1st down.
Now Rodgers. That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens, 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable for Wallace. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Jackson up top again. That is caught. He finds Walker. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raven 1st down.
Throwing Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he will score. Game on. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Steelers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee from a little further back. Here's 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, and